Hello everyone, and welcome to our video on understanding the difference between an indication of interest and a letter of intent. If you're involved in the world of business deals, mergers, or acquisitions, these terms might sound familiar, but they can sometimes be confusing. Today, we're going to break down the key differences between an indication of interest and a letter of intent. Let's get started. An indication of interest, often referred to as an IOI, is an initial non-binding communication made by a potential buyer to express their preliminary interest in acquiring a company or entering into a transaction. It's a way for the interested party to signal that they are serious about the deal without committing to any specific terms or conditions. The IOI typically includes basic details, such as the proposed purchase price range, the structure of the deal, for example, asset purchase or stock purchase, and any other significant terms the potential buyer finds essential. It is crucial to note that an IOI is not a legally binding document, and the potential buyer can withdraw their interest at any time without repercussions. On the other hand, a letter of intent, also known as an LOI, is a more formal and detailed document that comes after the indication of interest. It is the next step in the negotiation process and indicates a higher level of commitment from the potential buyer. Unlike the IOI, the LOI often includes specific terms and conditions that both parties intend to follow throughout the transaction. The letter of intent typically covers critical aspects such as the final purchase price, payment terms, due diligence expectations, proposed timetable, and any contingencies that need to be addressed before the closing the deal. Although the LOI is not a final agreement, it is generally considered a semi-binding document, meaning both parties agree to negotiate in good faith based on the terms outlined in the LOI. Now let's summarize the key differences between an indication of interest and a letter of intent. An indication of interest is an initial, non-binding expression of interest in the transaction. A letter of intent is a more formal document with specific terms and conditions indicating a higher level of commitment. An indication of interest is not legally binding, and either party can back out without repercussions. A letter of intent is generally semi-binding, signifying the party's intention to negotiate in good faith based on the outlined terms. An indication of interest provides basic details about the deal's preliminary terms. A letter of intent contains more specific information about the proposed transaction, including the purchase price, payment terms, and contingencies. In conclusion, the difference between an indication of interest and a letter of intent lies in the formality, binding status, and level of detail. The IOI is an initial signal of interest, while the LOI marks a more serious phase in the negotiation process. If you find yourself in a business transaction, understanding these distinctions will help you navigate the process more effectively. As always, seeking legal and financial advice before entering into any binding agreement is highly recommended. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Until next time, take care and goodbye.